Paradiso or Lewis, whichever one you want to refer to me as, and today you're watching part 2 of Let's Play The Sims 2 The Black Widow Challenge. I am freaking excited to jump into part 2 because I think this is the part where we find our first suitor. Whether or not they know it, whether or not we know it, like, either way, we're gonna find someone and we're gonna start pursuing them because that is what we need to do. So before I jump too into it, even though I am eager to, like, believe me, I want to give some notable mentions to the amazing people that commented on my last video. Your words were so kind and it really touched my heart, and it's just so nice to create content and have people respond and tell you what they liked about it. So I want to say thank you so much to all of you guys that have commented, left a like, it means a lot. And I want to say hello to my new subscribers too, and if you're new watching the video, feel free to subscribe if you want to, but I'm not going to pressure you because I don't believe in doing that. And I am very glad to meet you, and I hope you're excited. Well, by the way, if you don't know me, excited is like word of the week every week, but I just hope you're excited to get into this LP with me. Now, there are some things I want to point out, and as you may have picked up, I read through all of the comments and I have kind of come to a general consensus on how we should have spent her inheritance money. So taking a couple of your suggestions, I actually went ahead and I decorated the interior to my heart's content. I was quite strategic with how I spent her money, and I'm going to explain what I mean by that after I give you a little tour. As you can see, I kind of went for a neutral browny beige tone kind of house because I didn't want there to be too much colour. I feel like she is quite a sophisticated woman that came from a very pretentious household, so I wanted to keep that in the chosen aesthetics. Although I wanted it to look very classy, I have kind of gone for a more relaxed and homey feel, but that is partially because in my head I feel like she jumped online and started ordering things like willy-nilly, not even thinking about what she was ordering because she is not a mature adult. So when everything arrived, she was like not somebody that's going to be doing the labour work, and so she just hired an interior designer to look at the furniture she had bought and place it in the home. She kind of went for a boho, indie, chic, hipster interior. I mean, it's not very hipster, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm really not mad at it. I really love how it turned out, and I think it is a nice starter home. And yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to look at, even if she doesn't necessarily like it. I feel like she's somebody that just wants the finer things even when everything is already hella fine. That's not an issue because it's a nice looking house, and she should be happy living here because if I lived in that house, I would never leave. With that in mind, it seems to be a key phrase of mine too. Like, I'm pretty sure if you watched the end of last week's video, I said with that in mind about 3 times on my outro. So with that in mind, and with that in mind, and I only noticed it when I watched my video back for like the 4th time just to check there weren't any like major errors in editing. And I was like, oh my god, why did I say with that in mind like 1700 times? So, with that in mind, what I was going to say is let's jump into the little strategical element. I totally didn't know where I was going with that sentence. But anyway, let me just explain what I meant when I said I was strategical with how I spent the money. So I felt like Mrs. Jennifer would not be somebody that is very clued in when it comes to, you know, making a home that she can live in. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think she's somebody that would think practically. She just wanted a house that looked nice, so when she had guests around and she was trying to make new friends, meeting new acquaintances, etc., they would come into her house and they would think, oh my god, wow, this is a nice house. She didn't really think about how she could upgrade the house so that she could have a better living experience because she doesn't think she's going to be living here for long. She is so content in the idea that she is going to bag herself a sugar daddy, mommy, anything in between as soon as possible. So what I did when I was furnishing the house is I spent all of the money, and I mean all of the money, obviously apart from this, on the furnishing. So it was literally just like the sofa, the miscellaneous objects, like it was just all of these little things that makes it look better, but nothing that actually gives structure to the house. So an example of that would be that she still has the basic appliances, and I haven't given her like a dishwasher, she hasn't got a blender, a microwave, because I don't think she would be that realistic. I don't think she would realise that, you know, that money should be going into getting a better toilet so that it lasts longer. It should be going into getting a shower in her bathroom upstairs. So yeah, and it just means we have a nice looking house. It still has like a starter home feel to it because it's not like top of the line yet. I know that was really wordy. I'm sorry that I talk so much, but I think I'm ready to jump on into part 2. So let's do it. First things first, I just want her to put away this book because I don't know why it's just chilling, like stood on the floor like that, and I don't know how it's defying gravity because unless like the pages are glued together, I don't think that's how a book works. But yeah, I was just getting her to read because her fun was down a lot, and I did not want to have the same drama with the last part where I was like neglecting her needs. I wouldn't say so much, it wasn't like severely, but I was really forgetting the core objective of the game. It's probably because I was really storytelling in that part, so you kind of become a little bit distracted, but I've definitely made sure to think ahead in this part and realize that I need to care about my Sim's needs. Because she has needs as an individual, as a strong sim-dependent woman. Sim-dependent. Ooh, yes, I live for that. Sim-dependent. Yes. Oh my god, that's the name. If she ever writes a book, girl, Sim-dependent, an autobiography by Jennifer Claresson. One other thing I noticed in the last part was that I wasn't very coherent with the story that I'd given, like, well, the background I'd given on Jennifer, because I said she was quite a cold and shallow person that had no respect for anyone, and then the kind of welcoming wagon came to the house and she let them all in and made food for them and then was like the best host ever. So that's another thing I'm going to think about in this part, how I think Jennifer should interact. Yeah, that's how I usually play. Like when I play The Sims just for my own use, I really think about how I'm playing it, but I didn't want it to be too complicated in the first part, but now I'm like, just play it naturally. What are you doing? Yeah, so let's press play. Hallelujah. I bet some of you guys are like, wow, it took you that long? What are you doing? But she's totally going to... Oh wait, don't put it away. I was going to say continue reading her mystery novel. Let's turn off the stereo too, because it has music icons coming out of it, but there's not actually any music playing. You know, I had to turn the music off. It was just too loud. Quickly use the toilet and take a bath. One thing I was thinking as well, do I hire a maid? We really don't have the finances for a maid, but it's another thing that will bring the money down and kind of give us that motivation to find ourselves a sugar daddy or sugar mummy or sugar anything in between as soon as possible. Me too, sis, me too. Okay, come along, Mrs. No. Did anyone see that tub? That is gross. Oh my god, that is gross. Like, all of my Sims are always super hygienic and like, you know, they just don't play around with germs, and I've never seen the dirty, I've never seen this. Oh my god. Okay, well, the tea is that we're going to leave it like this, and she's just like going to avoid the bathtub because she's not the type to clean it, and we'll put it off as much as we can, and then when it becomes like a necessity, or we can't, you know, or we come to the realization we're never going to get a maid, we'll clean it ourselves. But for now, that's just not how it's going to be. Well, our bills are really good, actually. They're only 122 simoleons, but that is going to, you know, that's going to really take a chunk out of our money, seeing as she doesn't have a job, she's not allowed a job, and we don't have ourselves anyone to flirt with yet. We've got somebody coming to knock on our door. Who's this? Vamsi Tomyoy. We'll introduce ourselves to her, and then we'll say bye straight away, but it's just so that we can like actually have her in our relationship panel, just for future reference in case we want to invite her over. Let's see. Oh my god, we don't have any leftovers. Let's just have a snack, or what could we make? Mac and cheese. Okay, yes. You know how I feel about mac and cheese. I don't know why I'm gagging. I bring it to you every episode. That was a RuPaul's Drag Race reference. If you get it, then I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Also, shout out to Stay Fresh for loving mac and cheese as much as I do. Okay, let's do this. Make yourself a mac and cheese, girl. Sit down. Oh, I almost thought she set the place on fire. Like, I was literally about to have a panic attack. Okay, do you know, just eat the burnt mac and cheese. Stop shouting at me, okay? Are you really still going? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, honey. That's what I thought. God, don't you just love custom content? Like, I'm looking at her house and I'm living for it. I really am. One thing that I love that I have in my game, this mod here, it's a functioning phone book. So you can find any sim in the neighborhood, including townies, and get their number. You are gross. And you can get their number and call them. And yeah, I feel like it was something that Jennifer had to have because, You know, you don't always see elderly people out and about. They're old. Why is she always shouting? Is it just me? Right, anyway, let's just carry on with that fun thing. Watch some TV, I guess. We can watch a drama about, oh, the pool table. Like, you can't really go wrong with pool table, can you? Honey, Now that's not very logical, is it? How about we call a taxi? Oh, is she really gonna get up right now? No. Continue watching it first. Oh, really? She's also a little bit hungry. I don't want her to leave without, like, I don't want her to be cranky, basically. So we'll make a group meal this time so we can have ourselves some, yeah, we'll make spaghetti. Have ourselves some leftovers for later on. To be honest with you, I just love all types of pasta. The more you know. Right, carry on, come on. Don't burn it, please. Oh, good job, girl, good job. You gonna grab a plate? Also, I do not have free will on, just want to clarify. It is off because I cannot stand free will in my games. Like, I don't mind it, I guess, if there's a whole bunch of sims that I'm playing as, but when I have one independent sim, I can't have them trying to do things when that is not what I want them to do, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because there may be points where, like, I forget that she hasn't got free will and she can't do something for herself. That is so gross. But we're going to leave it. The only other thing she really needs is bladder. We'll break in this toilet. I haven't used it yet, so that should be fun. And then we can call that taxi I was talking about and travel somewhere. I'm thinking that we should totally go to maybe Blue Water Village. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I have no clue who she's talking to. Oh, bro. So, yes, Blue Water Village. Let's think of somewhere that may be ran by someone with a lot of money. Wow, okay, so I can't remember for the life of me which one Malcolm owns. You may have to look into that. But what I'm thinking is maybe if we go to have a makeover or a new hairstyle. She really doesn't have the finance for that, but I feel like she would be the type to want to go to a salon. But that's maybe something we can do when we make a friend. She's actually already got a friend. We at some point befriended Claire Lombardio. So I think we're going to go to the 123 plus gym because, you know, it's a gym. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, also, I really want to revamp the entire neighborhood of The Sims 2. That was not my English. What I'm trying to say is I really want to, I guess you could say refurbish, like, so many of the lots in this specific town. So, like, I'm talking about the additional neighborhoods too. So, not just Veronaville, but Blue Water Village and also downtown. So, let me know if I should make videos when I do that, because I could totally film it and then do like a voiceover, and that would be cute. You can help me recreate the neighborhood we'll be doing our LPs in. It'll be fun. One thing that I have to say, like, there's just something, I don't know if it's nostalgia, but there's just something so endearing about the loading screens in The Sims 2. Like, I can't dislike them. I don't like the loading screens in The Sims 4 or The Sims 3, but The Sims 2, I do not have an issue with the loading screens. I'll vouch, The Sims 4 loading screens are shorter, but they're just so much cuter in The Sims 2. It's true! We're here! Oh my god, and it's like 7 PM. Let's look around, let's see who's here. This is the most busted gym I've ever seen. But like, I'm not mad about it. But I am totally going to be revamping this place because this is just not good enough. Let's see who we've got. Have we got anyone that we can meet, get to know? Oh my god, I just noticed this chick Now, I don't know if it's just a townie that happens to look like her. I feel like it is. No, wait. I'm pretty sure even in the walkthrough her name was Cameron Lee. I don't know if any of you guys ever saw the Sims 2 apartment live producer walkthrough, but I used to watch that video religiously. I still do sometimes before I go to bed. Like, I am just such a Sims nerd, trust me. But I freaking love the producer walkthroughs. Those videos give me so much life. And she reminds me of the roommate that they found in that walkthrough. And I'm pretty sure in the walkthrough her name was Cameron too, so I do want to greet her, but I don't know if we would necessarily be friends. But just the fact she's there, like, she's like finger arrowing at us, I think that's a sign we should go and introduce ourselves. Now, obviously, the main objective is to find ourselves someone to, I guess, flirt with. But if we can make some friends along the way, I don't think there's an issue. I also don't think she's the type to have too many friends, but it's early days and she's in a new neighborhood, so maybe she would just put on a fake face. I feel like she's the type that would be like overly sweet to people and they would not be able to see through her, and then like behind closed doors she hates them all. Let's do this. Let's see what's going on. How are her needs? They're okay. Did we meet her? Oh, these things stay up no matter what. Okay. Oh, Joshua's here too. Don't you dare start talking to camera like you did to us last time. We do not need your mischievous antics around here, Joshua. Your wife is so sweet. This is actually his wife. Okay, wait a second. Never mind. I thought she was on the relationship panel, but obviously Jennifer hasn't met her yet. So we'll just continue to... We'll just chat to Cameron quickly. Oh, and then, oh, Joshua wants to say hello. Oh, that's so sweet. See, she's already getting connections in the neighborhood. They just nodded at each other. They're like, yep, how you doing? I'm doing good, how you doing? I'm doing good. Right. This neighborhood is dead. Well, this lot. We don't know about the rest of the neighborhood. Maybe I shouldn't be neighborhoodist. Oh my god. I think we will call a taxi. Maybe go elsewhere. Maybe go to a club. Because, or maybe a restaurant. Yes, there are always elderly people at restaurants. Let's do that. But before we go, is it like possible to wait, is the lot closed? Oh, never mind. Let's go in and use the toilets. I'm gonna see if there's like a mod or custom content that allows unisex bathrooms in The Sims 2, because I'm not about this gender separation BS. No, I'm kidding. I don't have too much of an issue with it, but there should be at least one gender neutral or non-gender specific or unisex bathroom for those people that don't want to use these ones. I'm extra, what can I say? I'm trying to think. Well, there's like an art gallery here, and people that go to art galleries tend to be like super duper pretentious, and oh, okay. Yeah, just use the toilet quickly, but you don't want to leave your taxi waiting for too long. Brilliant. Let's go. I was saying, like, people at art galleries, they always have money. They've always got the money. So let's see who we can find in this art gallery. Oh, guys, I've got my dog in my room and she's literally the cutest thing ever. She's like an eternal puppy. I love her so much. She's on my bed. Because I didn't want her downstairs on her own. Like, I'm the only one in the house today, so I didn't want her downstairs on her own, like, just sleeping the day away without anyone else there. So I said, do you know what, girl? Come upstairs. Okay, guys, this decision was a good one. You hear that music? It's so jazzy, it's eccentric, it's whimsical, it's perfect. And I already see some people that could be, well, worth our interest. So we've got Ethan Barrett. Now, I'm pretty certain that he's a townie. However, here's a concept for you guys. We actually only have one wealthy elder that is single in our neighborhood, and I don't have an issue with homewrecking. Do not get it twisted. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think we should be put off at the thought of townies. Now, obviously, townies, they don't have a home and they don't have finance because they're just a townie. They're a sim that has been like generated so that there are people filling up the town. But one of the benefits of that is that I don't have to go out of my way and create a whole bunch of sims. What I'm thinking is, if you see a townie that you think Jennifer should show an interest in, maybe leave like a little synopsis or a overview of who that townie is and how they could start into the story. So for example, this is Ethan. You could leave a comment like saying Ethan is a car dealer that owns the electronics store in Bluewater Village, so he's sitting on like a landmine of money, but he lives in a small house because he wants to just invest his money into his business rather than, you know, spend it all on lavish life. I can take that, kind of run with it, and if I really like your idea, your biography, that character, I will go ahead and off screen actually create that life for the Sim. As I've already said, I'm somebody that really likes storytelling, so yeah. See, she knows the game, she's getting some action. Meanwhile, we're walking away from possible suitors. Maybe she just knows he's a townie and she's like, listen, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not interested. Let's talk about hobby, and we'll talk about films and literature. Just out of curiosity, he does not like films and literature, and he really does not appear to like us either, but we've got another elderly guy here. He looks like he's got the money. He is in a sweater vest, he's got those nice shoes. I totally think we should talk to him about films and literature because he looks like the type to have an interest in that. Nobody likes us. Oh my god, we are not hitting it off with anyone. We're like trying to talk to... He just walked away. Okay, you do you. As unsuccessful as that was, I'm not going to be put off. We are going to find ourselves a man soon enough. And we may have to just pay Mr... and we may just have to pay the Argan family a visit at some point. And we may just have to visit the Argan family a visit at some point. So we're about to leave, so let's just go over and... I guess we'll just talk to him quickly before we go, because there's like no one else here and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Wait! There's another elderly man. Who is he? Monty Argon! Oh my god, Mr. Argon is here. He's here. Guys. That was like psychic ability and I'm literally so shooketh. Let's just leave the taxi there. I don't know how long it will stay, but we know. We need to greet Monty Argon. He's the big guy. He is the boss. Oh, and he likes us. That was a nice sounding hello. I don't know if you agree. Oh my god, we should totally talk to him. Oh my god, they're like actually hitting it off. I low-key kind of ship it. He's talking about her dress. He's like, that is a mighty fine dress you're wearing, young lady. I love it. I live. Project Runway who? Oh, she's saying, I don't like my dress. Why are you so annoying? This is what happens when you're like 3% nice. I think we're going to have to leave the establishment before she is so over dramatic. This is going to be so freaking difficult. But at least now we have Monty here and I'm here for that because obviously here's a guy that we need to get to know. Do we know him already? Consort Cap? He's from the Capulet family. They've got money. They've got money. Look at us making all these connections. Now, obviously, I have that phone book and everything, but I feel like it's pretty important that she actually meet these people in real life. Okay, and we're back. Now, one thing about The Sims 2 that is a little bit of a bummer is that when you go to a community lot, time will progress there, and when you come back, it's the same time as before. It's just the functionality of the game. It's not really something you can... It's not really something that can be avoided. However, it is something that can be corrected. So there's actually a cheat called set. So there's actually a cheat called set hour, luckily for us simmers. And you can change the time. Now I didn't see what the exact time was on that lot, but I feel like it was around 9 o'clock. So we're home. It's 9 o'clock now. It's consistent with the previous lot, and yeah. We are ready to make ourselves something to eat, have ourselves a bath. Ooh, she's going to have to clean the bathtub. She is not going to be happy. And possibly read a book before bed, or just go straight to bed and read a book in the morning. I don't know. Right. We're home at last. Let's go and grab ourselves some leftovers. Some spaghetti. Oh my god, really? Are you that tired again? Wake up and eat. She is not coping with her new life. I kind of love it though, like, it's super realism. Okay, girl, I don't know if I'm gonna let her sleep through the entire night, so I'd say let's just like stay here together for now. Or did she just have a nightmare? I think she did, but I can see she's dreaming about some of the elderly men we met, which is a great sign, because it means she's ready to invest some time and effort. You know, it's kind of interesting the route that I've decided to go on with this sim, because being someone from a high class background, like, she could have had etiquette classes, anything, but I've decided to make her the spoilt rich kid rather than the kid from a wealthy background, if that makes sense. But she is an interesting character to say the least. Money can't buy class, apparently. Ooh, girl, you got burned. Yeah, let's go ahead and come and clean this. We are not taking a bath while it looks like that. Are you kidding me? Let's finish our food first. We should probably take a look at a couple of her wants. Did she just refuse? Of course. Oh my god. Like, she's actually got me shouting at her. I was gonna say, it's funny though, because she's complaining about needing fun, but then the fun will come up and she'll be complaining that she has no hygiene. And I'm like, girl, I just tried to get you to clean the tub. The easiest option is totally to just sit on the computer and get to play a game, to be honest with you. Let's see if there's anyone she can chat with now. Mercutio. Ooh. Who is he? Is he one of the guys we met? No. Let's talk to Jack, I guess, then. I mean, can't really go wrong with that. Plus it brings up fun and social, which is pretty freaking important. Okay, she totally needs hygiene right now. So I'm going to go and get her to clean the tub. Perfect. And then she can take a bath. Yes, take your bath. I get it. That's one thing about The Sims 2, like, a lot of people don't realise. The Sims genuinely have personalities, because there is actually a personality system in The Sims 2 that decides how your Sims act. And I'm not just talking about this, like, obviously this is the personality system, but they develop like little quirks, and there are certain animations and stuff that they can do, like, dependent on how the game processes their personality. So it's really cool. Like, if your Sim is playful, if they have a spiral staircase, they can slide down the arm of the staircase only at certain times, and sometimes they'll just do it when you tell them to go downstairs, but it's because it's a hidden animation, and I just think that's awesome. You don't really see that kind of stuff in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4 anymore. Okay, what the hell is with that ominous, like, music? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It sounds like she's in a horror movie. Now, I ain't playing with this demonic BS. If it's to do with her parents being outside the front of her house, then girl, bye. Okay, but anyway, I think the only reason I'm getting so, like, triggered is because I have my headphone in and it's right in my ear, and it's literally terrifying. Okay guys, I think I'm actually going to wrap up this part here. I know it probably seems a little bit anticlimactic. We didn't really get up to much, but we met some fresh faces that are going to definitely play a part in the future of this LP. So yet again, make sure to leave your comments down below. I really, really love reading your comments. Like, I didn't realize how much I was going to enjoy seeing comments from people, but it's great to be able to communicate with you guys and interact and share opinions. So yeah. Whoa, I just, like, almost pulled my headphones out of the back of my computer. Oopsie. These suggestions onto what we should do next, who we should pursue. Do you have a favourite? I mean, we haven't really got to know any of the characters yet. But anyway, that aside, I totally want to hear your ideas on, you know, whether or not Tiny suggestion is something you would want to do. I personally love the concept because I would just love to have a reference from you guys in the game. And yeah, I think I haven't really got anything else to say for now apart from adios, and thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing, and I will see you again soon. Peace.